Jacksonville, Florida. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. They had no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State, it's USF's Marlon Mack. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for the squad.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
Rivers pass intended for Jack Doyle.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Lions
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars first and 10 at their 36-yard line. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Right there, 54, right there. Go, go, go.
Now on second and 13. Minshew. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
Minshew's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Minshew throwing on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Minshew's pass intended for DJ Chark.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 28. A big play there for Indy. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them up.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
Enough takes to start you off a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Rosas' kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Colts 3.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you try. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Holding offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Strip that ball. Hey, stand up. Hey, turn it up. Yes, yes.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Number 28,
Danico Autry is in on the stop. He was a 2nd-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I don't scout for any particular team, I had a 1st-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the 2nd round. They got a steal with this player.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Nothing.
Now on 2nd and 16, Minshew. It's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Look at me. Go. Go out. Hurry.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And we remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he's got his man Hilton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
24-yard gain on
this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Rivers, and he'll find Pittman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Rivers. He's got it to Hilton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
3 at the Jaguars' 11-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. Here, got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Ryan Switzer on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about, until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Look at me, Zipper! Mike 5-4. Hey. Get it.
Now Minshew. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
I got you. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Go.
Minshew sets to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Now Rivers. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Rivers on first down. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Rivers under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. K'Lavon Chason in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers under pressure again, and down he goes again. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Here again comes Gardner Minshew. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
on second down, it's Taylor. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
X3, 218, chop.
On second down, it's Taylor. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Jaguars! Jonathan Taylor with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now 13-7.
The kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
He was brought down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
3rd and long for Rivers. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves it.
Oh, how to get it out quickly, but it's blocked. And it's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there, not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Able to get the pressure, get a paw on it, knock it down, and then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did. Okay. It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine, and you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Mack. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First down, Rivers into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. The toss here completed to Pittman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line.
And they're going to bury him back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 2nd and 11 now, Minshew. And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 58, boys. 58. 58. Nice, nice. Yep. 58 for Mike. 58. 58 for Mike. Now.
Here's Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again. A field goal does them no good. They need a touchdown.
And right now, in his mind, in his memory bank, he's drawing on times that he's done this before. Not necessarily in the NFL. College, high school, pee-wee ball, wherever. Anything positive that he remembers about taking a team downfield with a chance to win, he's going to draw on that for this drive.
I'm sure that these guys live for these moments. Here we go. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Following the interception here, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Gardner Minshew.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
Go.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Number 28.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the ground, Geis. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They run with Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They're going to keep it on the ground, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Rivers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Rivers. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Mack. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Al Woods on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And right now it already rests on the right foot of Aldrich Rosas. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And right now, it all rests on the right foot of Aldrich Rosas. This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is good. From 52 yards away, he gets it to go. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Colts, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Sorry, like you know. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay.
stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. Your friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get this triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby, must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find you. Say I got sex appeal, I think it's cause I work a gun. I'm ready to race, no, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again.
Oh, look at me. I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke and shake it all up. My moves make 'em run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out.
Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty backing goods like a transport. And I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit. Round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan. Dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count a four and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard. Gotta sound a light switch.
go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat grits. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Game over, time's up. Play my cards dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I could never take a loss, I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck, I had a dream in the stuff. Living my life cause we up, looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go.
Turn. You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
She right got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never